y'all? It's your boy, Kev on stage. I want to welcome you to My Take. One story, multiple points of view. As always, I got my older brother, Jason Fredericks.
What up, no?
And Mr. Nate Jackson.
Hi, y'all.
Today's story comes from Black Sports Online. Follow him on Twitter if you don't already. Basically, a couple of days ago, Kerry Rhodes, NFL safety, there were some pictures that came out that said he was gay. And there wasn't really much traction going on with it until he came out and had a flat-out denial. Now, somebody who was trying to expose him, that person hasn't been named yet, released about 10 pictures of him and his supposed gay lover. And the NFL player from the Ravens, I can't think of his name right now, he was saying that there's some NFL players who are going to be coming out soon. So it looks like Kerry Rhodes might potentially be gay. The question is, part A, do you think anybody in the NFL will care? Part B, do you think they'll care publicly against Kerry Rhodes if he were to come out, or any other NFL player? Jason, you've got 30 seconds on the clock. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Go.
The player from the Baltimore Ravens is MyTakeShow. He is an advocate for gay rights. Do I think that they'll care? Yes. Do I think that they're ready? No. Will they acknowledge it publicly? No. Because anytime you say anything politically incorrect, as a person of NFL caliber, millionaire status, always in the limelight, you're going to get in trouble for it. I think people are really going to be offended behind closed doors about having open gays in their locker room.
Nate Jackson, your take, 30 seconds, go.
I don't think it matters. I mean, whatever. If they're hung up on it, then that means that they're simpletons. They need to mind their business and play their position and worry about their contract. Because at the end of the day, can he tackle? Can he run? Can he catch? Can she tackle? Can she run? Can she catch? That's what matters. Gay or not has nothing to do with getting that ring at the end of the season, and that's what franchises care about.
I agree with Nate. I agree with both of you, actually. I think people shouldn't care if you can do your job, but I think people will care privately and probably not care publicly. I don't think you can't be a public figure and homophobic in America right now, because they will destroy you. I think the LGBT is the most powerful political, not party, but group like the NAACP used to be. I think you can't, because Roland Martin said something that almost could have been considered gay, and they suspended him, and he didn't even say the word gay.
The thing about it is, the reason I feel guys are going to be apprehensive behind closed doors is because of the masculinity of the sport. And society has labeled being gay as not masculine enough, and to be big and brawn and tackling and running the ball and hitting guys and taking like that, you're going to be considered somebody who is lesser than your counterparts in this rough and tough sport of football. And so naturally, when you're growing up and you're playing football, your dads, your coaches, they're telling you, don't be a punk, don't be a wuss, don't cry, don't this. And then the fact that you're going to come out and be openly gay, in a locker room, I think is going to turn a lot of players to the left. Not that I agree or disagree. I'm just saying I think that's what the guys are going to do.
I disagree. Winning equals bonuses, and they're in there for that. That's what it's about. It's about that money. As far as I know, somebody being gay doesn't affect their vertical. It doesn't affect their speed down the field. It's not like, matter of fact, if being gay made everybody run a 4.240, everybody will be gay. I just think that it's going to affect things like you score a touchdown and everybody runs up and hits you on the butt. I think that's got to go, but that should have been gone. All this butt smacking should have been over with. But at the end of the day, gays are allowed in the military. I don't see any issue with them being allowed in sports. I'll support a gay player. I'm not gay, but I don't think that affects how somebody plays.
Here's a question. The common thing I see is Kerry Rhodes is not a star player. Gareth Thomas, he's an openly gay rugby player. he was of star quality. He came out and he was pretty much widely accepted. Do you think if a superstar quality player came out, how do you think it would change the game? Nate Jackson, we're talking LeBron James, or excuse me, football. We're talking, Adrian Peterson, Peyton Manning type caliber. How do you think that would affect the game if it was that type of caliber player?
I don't think it affects the game. I think in the locker rooms they already know which players might be suspect now anyways. There's probably hella NFL players gay. You're telling me out of the entire NFL, nobody's gay? Like, the percentages don't even add up to what society is like. Somebody's already like, I might say something, but I don't want y'all to get mad at me. Like, there's a gay dude somewhere, and I don't think it affects it. I'm telling you, when you're on the field, the one thing that matters is, are you setting your block? If somebody goes, bow, and blocks and saves my life from getting a slobber knocked, or if somebody goes, bow, and saves my life from getting slobber knocked, the fact of the matter is, I didn't get knocked out. So, I don't think it affects. If an information star comes out, it is what it is.
I believe if a Peyton Manning, Adrian Peterson caliber type player came out and said they were gay, the floodgates are going to literally open on the same day. Peyton, you gay? Let's do it. Turn up. It's about to be on up in Denver. I told y'all we was pop locking the whole time. It's going down in Denver. But here's what I will say. What I think the point that I'm trying to say is that when the people are homophobic in the NFL, not in the NFL, and because it's such a masculine sport, I believe what the team camaraderie is going to change, because now they're going to be the guys that are homophobic. Are they going to invite them over to dinner? Are they going to invite them to team outings? Are people going to be, left out because of their lifestyle? You know what I mean? That's the part that I'm talking about where it affects the game. So
I think that's interesting. You make a good point, Jason, about the masculinity of the NFL, because the WNBA has a lot of players that are openly gay, and nobody cares. Also, nobody really cares about the WNBA in general, but when it comes to openly gayness, nobody seems to care. Will that happen in the NFL? I highly, highly, highly doubt it. I think there was a player last year who said something against the 49ers player, and he immediately had to apologize because they came after him. And I think he was a San Francisco 49er player, so he really picked the wrong city to be kind of anti-gay. But, I guess we'll find out. I think America's changing. I think it's interesting. We have this argument about, openly gay all the time and, the president and stuff like that. I think in 10, 15, 20 years, it'll be almost taboo to have anything negative to say. It will be that commonplace in America that you.
I think it's gonna be similar to what Jeremy Lin went through. He said he was a victim of being racist playing basketball. Coming through college, because he was an Asian player in an African American dominated type sport. I believe it's gonna be that same type of thing for a gay person on a team, especially in the NFL. They're going to go through some things that you wouldn't normally have went through had you stayed in the closet. But with anything, there's always growing pains. And like you said, Kev, 15 to 20 years down the line, it might not be such a big issue, but we're stepping on new ground. And because we're stepping on new ground, there's going to definitely be some fallout. I'm just going to tell all the NFL players, if they come out, don't say nothing in the public because you're going to be out the league. So chill out.
All right, that's about all the time we have today for My Take. Nate Jackson, 15 seconds. Sell yourself to the people. Go.
Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Nate Jackson. I'll beat you. I also have these videos over on my YouTube page, and I want y'all to come over there and check them out. We got a sketch that I shot with Russell Simmons and Spoken Reasons. It's doing pretty good. It's at like 350,000 views. You should add to it.
Jason Fredericks.
I will never sell myself to the people, Kevin, because I'm a family man first. But you can follow me on Twitter at Jason Fredericks, no A in Jason. Go to my YouTube page, Mr. Jason Fredericks. I just put up a video that's about The Croods and why it made me cry. I just watched that movie. I just put it up. Go tell me what you think about it. Let's talk about that. Now my time is up. Kevin Fredericks, a.k.a. KevOnStage, I need you, my brother, to sell yourself to the people.
Y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low key. KevOnStage on Twitter, KevOnStage on YouTube. Everywhere you go, KevOnStage, you know. This has been My Take. If you got stories, send them to us, MyTakeShow@gmail, or hashtag us on Twitter, MyTake. Nate Jackson, you know you're the DJ.
Really quick. I want to shout out Dwight Goodman at Donye Studios for the theme music to My Take as Nate Jackson gets ready to hit it, and we gone.
Turn up.